Hello everyone, and today we will be reviewing and overlooking, or maybe just reviewing technically, Dark of the Moon. Yes, Dark of the Moon, 87 Bumblebee. And this guy I did find locally at Walmart. I actually do like that some things are coming back in stock, and actually in particular, I will bring up one figure I did buy yesterday. Thrust. Yes, a lot of Transformers, older figure in particular, are actually coming back in stock at like Target's, Walmart. But I did find this one right here actually at those kiosk things that you are seeing at some Walmarts recently. Some Walmarts are now doing some of the kiosk things of the collector section near the toy section, where they get the G.I. Joes, the Transformers, and Marvel Legends actually for the mainly hardware stuff. I do like those actually, and they also got Rumble there too. I do need to pick them up. There's some figures I do need to pick up in general. I did pick up Prowler from the comics, but I picked the Green Goblin from the David Toy Store. But they had the Green Goblin at GameStop. Yeah, I know this is confusing as a collector. But yes, I did buy this for $24, and yes, I'm going with the old prices. This is the old price, not the new price they have nowadays. Especially for some of the newer figures where you worry about your money going away, and I worry about my own wallet crying. So do yours, because trust me, these prices are going upwards for the newer figures, especially the Fortune class being $45 or $43, and Luxus being almost $30, and well, I mean, the later classes being basically $60. I mean, I can't expect that to happen. No matter how much. Look, I'm not going to get into politics of it. If you want to spend your money on a figure, buy one. If I'm be honest here, spend the money how you like. If you want to spend your money in general, do it with caution. Look, I'm not here to be all naggy or gonna be picking on you for spending your money on how you like. Spend them how you like. How you like. I mean, yes, I know you can say, "Oh, I want to put a collection." Okay, do you want to figure out time if you want? But I mean, it's up to you. Your money, how you want to spend it. If you want to spend it by buying figures or buying borrows or buying anything, actually, anything in particular, buy one. I mean, especially some of the FNAF stuff. That's getting a little harder right now. I mean, I do have some stuff, but I do really need to pick up that Chica and Foxy. I know they're coming out in December. I know that part already. I just need to pick them up. Actually, they've been on GameStop actually. When I go back to GameStop, shocker, I need to go to GameStop again. Sorry, get out of hand again. But yes, we're gonna look as the Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. And this, okay, I did see this. So before we do anything more stupid than it had to be, from what I know, they use the body from 43, which is the Ocean Bumblebee. So from what I know, and I'm gonna get this right now, and through the other review, I never talk about it. I talk about it for a little bit, but I don't get in detail as much. So part of the chest up here in particular is a little different compared to the one in from the 43, which was the 2007 movie version of it. So there is some changes, like especially on the chest, that are different, and the head I think is a little different compared to the original one. So that is what I'm going to get into. It's a little different, but not too different. Some parts are a little new modes back then, but this figure is from like 2022 or 2021. I don't know because the retoning is hard to know of where you're looking at it from. I looked at it; it's so hard to know. Even I'm confused, just as you are. Trying to find particular ones. Yeah, yes it is. So yeah, let's get into it.
Now let's take a closer look at I think number what's the number 87 of Bumblebee, Dr. Moon. I would say he is actually good looking, and I have watched a video on him that this thing is similar, very similar to the '07 movie, and that's the thing is if you're close to '07 movie, which in style, I mean like almost the same exact model. The little parts are changed, but for me, I can't tell. I'm not too much of a Transformers fan. Well, I do watch movies, but I don't know much about what the super changes are in the slightest. So I'm be honest here. I'm just going off what I know from my own knowledge. And this is what I know of. That it is slight little changes in some pieces that are a little different compared to this one to the one from '07. Now let's take a close look at the accessory. We're gonna go on accessory, which is a blaster, which is actually pretty cool. It just goes in hand. It just slides right on actually. So I think I'm gonna go on the left hand or say right hand. There you go. Okay, not bad looking. It does have a problem of sticking out like a sore thumb, especially, but the thing has no weapon storage. I'll be honest here. That's not the best part, actually. No weapon storage. You would think with something like these Bay movies, you would think it has one like that. Now, anyways, let's do the articulation. Need to go back 90, so not that much, anyways. It does have a pivot, kind of. I mean, this is meant for change range purpose only, but you do have a. You can't turn this down to make sure he can stand up properly. This does go down for change range purposes, but you can use it as a swivel, or you need it at a certain angle. Yeah, you could. The leg right here is a rotation, which, as you can see, yeah, they kick up this high. Okay, standard, and that far due to the backable. Backable is not that bad actually. It's not the worst thing I've seen, backable wise. And when you do get out of package, you need to put these down real quick. At first, when you get it, they're like this. Put them down. Arm articulation. Okay. It go up this far due to all this in back here, and this is the only thing that can move backwards. These can't. They turn like this way for turning purpose only, which is okay. And the arm does tend to move downward due to the joint it has. So if we do that, okay, it moves up that far up to how much straight it could be. It is all bottom right here, bottom right here. So yeah, it does swivel at the waist, which it is very tight at first when I got mine. So yeah, caution with playing. Head, it could look barely up, down some, and bottom still. I will say he's not the prettiest looking car model. It is hard to do this figure in particular, especially from the movies, because so much detail going on within the figure. So yeah, trying to get a perfect character like this is hard to do. But I think I saw how it looks. Look. Now let's do some side person because he is actually not that big. He is only a deluxe size. So that's gone. Yeah, and he's like, and I mean that kind of makes sense. And here is the ground type Gundam. Damn, his beam server comes out. I really need to do something. That's the problem. So, anyways, let's do the chain formation and let's do that. And I was a little more harder, so we'll look at it. Let's look. Now we're going to do the transformation for Dark the Moon Bumblebee. I think I had to do it twice over to get what I'm getting at. So put these down and leave the arms where they are for now. I start at the bottom of the legs for now. Pull these out and make sure they go forward like straight as an arrow, so like that. And they're both feet. One is each another one, so yeah. Fold these out, the little back pieces. And I will say this part. Unfold this part. And swivel the whole waist backwards. And then move these and then swivel at above the knee. to the other angle or to the side of it. So yes, it's a little weird, but it's a change armor. And then it's come off. Let's see. Pop this back on. Anyways. So finish unfolding the back, which you won't need until a bit later. And undo to push up. A lot of more stuff for later, but hey. A little more confusing. And now, unturn this, turn to the side entirely, and then on both feet. Turn that in, and then turn it one more time inside. And then on both sides. And then, I forgot this part. Crap. Unfold that part right there, and then do it, because if not, you're gonna have a problem later. And shit. Okay. Damn it. Okay. And make sure it's like that, so you get the cover. Same thing with the other one as well. But this one's a little more tight. Oh, wait, I forgot to turn this. Sometimes you will forget to turn things, and that is due to a lot of information being a little bit repetitive. But, I mean, you can do it, you can do it. Shit. If it pops off, it's as easy to pop back on again, so. Motherfucker. And turn these into the legs. And then close this up. Pretty easy. Okay, fudge me set this. Okay, there you go. Now, leave it like this for now. Top part of the car. Pull these up for now, and then pop it up if you can. Alright, so yeah, do it like that, and then move it up. So you're moving everything out of the way. Now, move these upwards like this to fill in the gap. It's a little weird process, I'm gonna be honest here. And then you see the arms being like that. For the little app section, fold it down. For the get the little lecky legs out of the way. Fold that down like this, and fold it like this. Both arms, not one arm, both arms. So yes. Okay. It should be easy to move in. And there we go. So like this for now. Anyways, I'm finished doing all this because you need to move it up or like this, and then move all this forward. There you go. Okay. And now make sure the chest is like that, so it sticks out. There's a reason for it, and I'm gonna be honest here, I really don't care. And now we're in this part. This part is pretty easy to do now. Twisties, yes, you got twisties, and a little bit sometimes, no. And make sure they snap in. Okay, there we go. It is a little frustrating, but you will hear a pop. Fold the little back parts up, and hopefully you don't break it. And the arm should slide in pretty much easily. And then make sure that is flat. Door should be able to do like that, and then you see here, 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 and here. Okay, and it sounds like a not a good pop, but I mean, best you have, and start pushing everything together. Okay. Oh god. Okay, there you go. It should be just a push in, push in, push in, and there you go. Actually, let's talk about the car mode. Now here's the car mode of 2011. I will say that looks pretty good. But I'll be honest here, I don't expect glass. This is the worst type of plastic that will break on you if you do the wrong move. I'm saying this as like someone who already has my sound wave like that. Then my man has suffered for it. So that's on me. Anyways, I will say I do like how it looks. I don't like the arm, so this is the only problem I hate though, is the thing that only suffers from it. It is the arm. Every bumblebee, even the Bumblebee that came out for Bumblebee the movie, that one, the newest one actually, that one that came out a few months ago, that one had the same issue of the arm gauntlets too. I mean, every version of Bumblebee that was not a cartoon accurate version had this type of problem. I think his size is really good. He is only a deluxe size, so deluxe size is not that big, so yeah. And he rots pretty well, kind of, but his arm gauntlets do feel like they should have. Yeah. But the kibble on here is not that bad. The fact that you can see some kibble, it's not that bad. Some kibble is not that bad. All of it's really decent looking. I like the back of it. Now, size wise, here's the 86 Bumblebee, which, yeah. And here is RC from Bumblebee. Yeah, I don't have the Bumblebee movie one. I really don't. I mean, there's like three frames of it. There's the Volkswagen. I did two Volkswagens, so the original one that came out. Yeah. The original Volkswagen that came out for the movie, and then the second variant that came out a few months ago, and then the Jeep, I think. So yeah, I didn't get two side versions. I didn't do. I don't want to put too many out. I have a lot to review actually. So yeah, you get to my final thoughts.
Oh, fucking tired, man. Anyways, no, I will say the figure died really good. It is actually amazing of a figure, and comparing it to the 86 Bumblebee that came out, I think a few months ago, that one compared to this one kind of looks weird because you are looking at. I mean, it is kind of weird looking from like I have watched all the movies and I own them all. Especially last night. God, the movie kind of suffered from everything they want to do for the movie, but in general, I do like how this one looks, and I do like the theme of it, and I really like how it really fits Bumblebee. And the kibble is not that bad. So that's the thing is, I don't mind the kibble. The kibble management is not that bad. I have seen worse ones, especially when they did those first release of The Last Night or Agent of Execution Prime. Sorry, the Agent of Execution characters. Even one of those releases, Drift had that problem with his back. Actually, a lot of them did. A lot of those figures did have the problem of everything being in the back like a giant cape, and then they just fold in and the limb just stick out as what was I stick under to hold the limb to hold the outside shell in. The shell formers, yeah. But this one doesn't like that. I will say the only thing that is really kind of annoying, these parts right here on the leg, they do have to come off, especially my electric one does. It comes off when I try to do the robot mode of it, or try to get back into the robot mode. And I will say that's the only issue I do have mine. I think it might be just mine only, or if I'm not doing it correctly, but I can do it on the left or sorry, the right, like properly, and it doesn't come off. Sometimes it's a 50-50 chance, but it's not bad. So yeah, like that, it's like not a bad figure. It just you want to figure out if it's gonna be doing that for you for not. I don't know, for me, it's not a problem. I mean, I'm gonna even like either one mode or the other mode, so it's video camera when I'm gonna put on my shelf, especially somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where. I'll figure that out soon enough. I tried to ask for a few. But what do you think? Would you buy this figure if you see one? That's the thing is, if you see one. And would you see one? I mean, get it if you want to. I mean, I bought it because like something to review. And I was like, it's something else for the collection. So, but yeah. I think it should be in my description below of where I am on social media and stuff like that. I'm gonna finish up some few more things and I should be done with today and then tomorrow I'm not working, so yay. Yeah,